Imagine for a moment that you are standing at the edge of a vast ocean. The water stretches out as far as the eye can see, and the waves crash rhythmically against the shore. Now, picture yourself stepping into that ocean, letting the water envelop you, feeling its power and its energy. That ocean, my friends, is the universe, infinite, powerful, and always working in your favor. Today, we are going to explore a transformative idea, a concept that has the potential to revolutionize your life. We are going to delve into the profound truth of acting as if everything always works out for you. This is not just positive thinking. It is a fundamental shift in how you perceive and interact with the world around you. The universe is not some distant, indifferent entity. It is a living, breathing organism, and you are an integral part of it. Every thought you think, every action you take ripples out into this vast cosmic ocean. And here is the kicker. The universe is always listening, always responding. When you act as if everything always works out for you, you are not just putting on a brave face or trying to fool yourself. You are aligning yourself with the natural flow of the universe. You are tapping into a wellspring of infinite possibility. I know what some of you might be thinking. But what about when things go wrong? What about when life throws curveballs? And that is a valid question. Life is not always smooth sailing. We all face challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But here's the secret. It is not about denying these challenges. It is about changing how you perceive them. When you act as if everything always works out for you, you are not ignoring problems. You are reframing them. You are seeing them not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth, for learning, for transformation. Let me share a personal anecdote with you. Years ago, I was struggling to write a book. The words just wouldn't come. And I felt stuck, frustrated, and ready to give up. But instead of wallowing in that frustration, I chose to act as if this struggle was actually working out for me. And you know what happened? I realized that this block was forcing me to dig deeper, to tap into wells of creativity I didn't even know I had. It was pushing me to explore new ideas, new perspectives. That book ended up being one of my most successful, precisely because of the challenges I faced while writing it. That is the power of this mindset. It turns obstacles into opportunities, failures into stepping stones. But let's be clear, this is not about passive acceptance. It is not about sitting back and waiting for good things to happen. It is about active participation in your own life. When you act as if everything always works out for you, you are more likely to take risks, to seize opportunities, to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. Think about it. If you knew, without a shadow of a doubt, that everything would work out in your favor, how would you live your life differently? Would you take that leap of faith and start that business you've been dreaming about? Would you finally tell that special someone how you feel? Would you pursue that passion project you've been putting off? When you embrace this mindset, fear loses its grip on you. Doubt becomes a distant memory. You start to move through life with a sense of confidence, of purpose, of joy. I want you to take a moment. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Take a deep breath. And I want you to really feel what it would be like to know, deep in your bones, that everything always works out for you. Feel the weight lifting off your shoulders. Feel the excitement bubbling up in your chest. Feel the sense of possibility, of potential, of unlimited. This is more than just a feeling. This is your birthright. This is the natural state of being that we have forgotten as we have grown up, as we have been conditioned by society to expect the worst, to prepare for failure. But what if we have had it backwards all along? What if, instead of preparing for the worst, we should be expecting the best? What if, instead of bracing for impact, we should be opening our arms to embrace the abundance that is constantly flowing our way? I am not suggesting that you ignore reality or live in a fantasy world. This is not about denying the existence of challenges or pretending that everything is always perfect. It is about changing your relationship with reality. When you act as if everything always works out for you, you are not denying the existence of problems. You are simply choosing to focus on solutions. You are choosing to see the opportunity in every difficulty, the lesson in every setback, the silver lining in every cloud. This mindset is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. And as it grows stronger, you'll start to notice something remarkable. The world around you will begin to change. Or rather, your perception of the world will change, which amounts to the same thing. You'll start to notice synchronicities, those magical moments when everything seems to align perfectly. You'll find yourself in the right place at the right time more often. Opportunities will seem to fall into your lap. But here's the thing. Those opportunities were always there. Those synchronicities were always happening. Oh, you were just now tuned in to notice them, to appreciate them, to make the most of them. It is like tuning a radio. When you're not on the right frequency, all you hear is static. But when you tune into the right station, suddenly everything becomes clear. Acting as if everything always works out for you is like tuning in to the frequency of abundance, of joy, of infinite possibility. I want to address something important here. This mindset is not about ignoring or dismissing the pain and suffering in the world. It is not about turning a blind eye to injustice or hardship. In fact, it is quite... When you act as if everything always works out for you, you are in a much better position to help others. You are coming from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. You are operating from a foundation of confidence and capability rather than fear and doubt. Think about it. Who's in a better position to help someone who's drowning, someone who's treading water themselves, or someone who's standing firmly on solid ground? When you embrace this mindset, you become that solid. You become a beacon of hope, a source of strength and inspiration for others. And here's another beautiful thing about this mindset. It is contagious. When you start living this way, people around you will notice. They'll be drawn to your energy, your optimism, your sense of possibility. You'll inspire them to shift their own perspectives, to see the world through new eyes. You become a catalyst for positive change, not just in your own life, but in the lives of everyone around you. And that ripple effect can extend far beyond what you might imagine. I want to be clear about something. Acting as if everything always works out for you does not mean you'll never face challenges or difficulties. It does not mean you'll never experience sadness or disappointment. We are human, after all, and these experiences are part of the rich tapestry of life. But what it does mean is that you'll approach these challenges from a completely different perspective. Instead of being knocked down by them, you'll see them as opportunities for growth. Instead of being defeated by setbacks, you'll see them as setup for comebacks. It is like the old saying goes, life is 10 what happens to you and 90 how you react to it. When you act as if everything always works out for you, you are choosing the most empowering, the most uplifting, the most life-affirming reaction possible. Talk for a moment about the science behind this. You've probably heard of the placebo effect, the phenomenon where people experience real measurable improvements in their health simply because they believe they're receiving effective treatment. Well, acting as if everything always works out for you is like a placebo effect for your entire life. When you believe that things will work out, you unconsciously take actions that make that belief a reality. You are more likely to persevere in the face of obstacles. You are more likely to see opportunities that others might miss. You are more likely to maintain a positive outlook, which in turn affects your health, your relationships, your success in all areas of life. It is a self-fulfilling prophecy in the best possible way. Your belief shapes your reality, which in turn reinforces your belief. It is an upward spiral of positivity and possibility. I know some of you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but how do I actually do this? How do I start acting as if everything always works out for me? Well, like any new habit or mindset, it starts with small steps. It starts with awareness. Begin by simply noticing your thoughts and reactions throughout the day. When something happens that you perceive as negative, pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, how would I react to this if I knew, without a doubt, that it was ultimately going to work out for my benefit? You might be surprised at how quickly this simple question can shift your perspective. It opens up new possibilities, new ways of looking at the situation. Another powerful technique is to start your day with intention. When you wake up in the morning, before you do anything else, take a moment to affirm to yourself, everything always works out for me. Feel the truth of those words in your body. Let them sink into your bones. Throughout the day, whenever you face a challenge or a difficult decision, come back to this affirmation. Use it as a touchstone W, a reminder of your inherent connection to the abundance of the universe. You can also practice gratitude. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on all the ways things worked out for you. Even on days that seem challenging, there are always things to be grateful for. Maybe you learned a valuable lesson. Maybe you connected with someone in a meaningful way. Maybe you simply made it through a tough day, which is an accomplishment in itself. By focusing on gratitude, you are training your mind to look for the positive, to see how things are constantly working out in your favor. Another powerful practice is visualization. Spend some time each day visualizing your ideal life. See yourself living as if everything always works out for you. How do you carry yourself? How do you approach challenges? The more vividly you can imagine this, the more real it becomes. You're essentially giving your subconscious mind a blueprint to follow. I want to address something important here. Acting as if everything always works out for you does not mean you become passive or complacent. It does not mean you sit back and wait for good things to happen. Quite the opposite, in fact. When you truly embrace this mindset, you become more proactive, more engaged with life. Because if you know that everything is going to work out, why wouldn't you take that risk? Why wouldn't you pursue that dream? Why wouldn't you give it your all? This mindset gives you the courage to step out of your comfort zone, to push your boundaries, to strive for greatness. It gives you the resilience to bounce back from setbacks, to keep going when things get tough. Think about some of the most successful people in history. They didn't achieve great things by playing it safe, by always taking the easy route. They achieved greatness by believing in themselves, by persevering in the face of adversity, by acting as if their success was inevitable. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That is the essence of acting as if everything always works out for you. It is about seeing every experience, even the challenging ones, as a step on the path to your ultimate success and fulfillment. Talk about relationships for a moment. When you act as if everything always works out for you, it profoundly affects how you interact with others. You approach relationships from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. You are not desperately seeking approval or validation from others because you know your own worth. This allows you to be more authentic, more genuine in your interactions. You are not trying to manipulate or control others because you trust that everything will work out as it should. This authenticity, this genuine connection is magnetic. It draws people to you. It deepens your relationships. It creates a ripple effect of positivity in your social circle. In your professional life, this mindset can be transformative. When you act as if everything always works out for you, you approach your work with confidence and enthusiasm. You are not held back by fear of failure because you know that even if things don't go as planned, it is all part of the journey towards your ultimate success. This confidence, this enthusiasm is noticeable. It makes you stand out. It makes people want to work with you, to do business with you. It opens doors to opportunities you might never have imagined. I want to address a common misconception. Some people hear this idea of acting as if everything always works out for you, and they think it means ignoring problems or pretending that everything is perfect all the time. But that is not what this is about at all. It is not about denial or avoidance. It is about approaching problems with a solution-oriented mindset. It is about facing challenges head-on with the confidence that you have the resources, the creativity, the resilience. When you act as if everything always works out for you, you are not ignoring the storm. You are dancing in the rain, knowing that the sun will come out again. This mindset also has profound implications for your health and well-being. Stress is one of the biggest health challenges we face in modern society, and so much of that stress comes from worry about the future, from anxiety about things that might go wrong. But when you truly embrace the belief that everything always works out for you, so much of that stress melts away. You are no longer living in a state of constant fight or flight. You are able to relax, to be present, to enjoy the moment. This does not just feel good. It has real, measurable effects on your physical health. It can lower your blood pressure, boost your immune system, improve your sleep. It can quite literally add years to your life and life to your years. I want you to think about your life up until this point. Think about all the challenges you have faced, all the obstacles you've overcome. You are still here. You've made it through every single one of your worst days. And in many cases, those challenges have made you stronger, wiser, more resilient. In a very real sense, everything has always worked out for you. You might not have always gotten what you wanted, but you've always gotten what you needed to grow, to learn, to become the person you are today. And if that has been true up until now, why wouldn't it continue to be true going forward? Why wouldn't you choose to believe that everything will continue to work out for you? This is not about ignoring reality or living in a fantasy world. It is about choosing to focus on the positive, on the potential, on the possibilities. It is about choosing to see the world through a lens of abundance rather than scarcity. When you make this choice, when you commit to acting as if everything always works out for you, you are not just changing your mindset. You are changing your life. You are changing your future. You are changing the very fabric of your reality. Because here is the truth. The universe is abundant. There is more than enough for everyone, more than enough love, more than enough success, more than enough joy. When you act as if everything always works out for you, you are aligning yourself with this abundance. You are opening yourself up to receive all the good that the universe has to offer. And the beautiful thing is, the more you receive, the more you have to give. The more abundant you feel, the more generous you become. The more you trust that everything works out for you, the more you are able to support and uplift others. This mindset creates a virtuous cycle of positivity, of growth, of abundance. It does not just benefit you. It benefits everyone around you. It contributes to creating a better world for all of us. I challenge you, starting right now, to make this shift, to commit to acting as if everything always works out for you, to approach each day, each moment, each interaction with this mindset. It won't always be easy. There will be times when doubt creeps in, when fear tries to take hold. But in those moments, come back to this truth. Remind yourself that everything always works out for you, that you are supported, that you are capable, that you are worthy of all the good that life has to offer. And watch as your life begins to transform. Watch as doors open, as opportunities present themselves, as synchronicities unfold. Watch as you become more confident, more joyful, more alive. Because when you act as if everything always works out for you, you are not just changing your mindset. You are changing your life. You are stepping into your power. You are aligning yourself with the infinite abundance of the universe. And from that place of alignment, of trust, of knowing anything is possible, everything is possible. Go forth, my friends. Live boldly. Dream big, take risks, trust in the journey, and always, always remember, everything always works out for you. This transformative mindset, let's explore how it can reshape your daily experiences. Every morning when you wake up, you have a choice. You can either dread the day ahead, anticipating problems and difficulties, or you can embrace it with enthusiasm, knowing that everything will work out in your favor. This choice, my friends, sets the tone for your entire day. It is like planting a seed. If you plant a seed of positivity and expectation of good things, that is what will grow. If you plant a seed of worry and negativity, well, you can guess what kind of day you'll have. But here's the beautiful thing. You always have the power to replant that seed. Even if you start your day on the wrong foot, you can pause at any moment, take a deep breath, and remind yourself, everything always works out for me. This is not about denying your feelings or pretending that challenges don't exist. It is about choosing where to focus your energy. When you focus on the belief that everything works out for you, you are more likely to notice opportunities, to find creative solutions, to persevere in the face of obstacles. Think about the last time you faced a significant challenge in your life. Maybe it was a job loss, a health scare, or a relationship breakdown. In the moment, it probably felt overwhelming, maybe even devastating. But looking back now, can you see how that experience led to growth, to new opportunities, to a shift in your life that ultimately benefited you? That is the power of this mindset. It allows you to see the bigger picture, even when you're in the midst of difficulty. It gives you the strength to keep moving forward, knowing that this too shall pass, and that something good will come from this experience. Talk about how this mindset can transform your relationships. When you truly believe that everything always works out for you, you approach your interactions with others from a place of openness and trust. You are not constantly on guard, worried about what might go wrong. This openness allows for deeper connections, more authentic relationships. You are able to be vulnerable, to show your true self, because you trust that whatever happens, it is for your highest good. In your professional life, this mindset can be a game changer. When you approach your work with the belief that everything always works out for you, you are more likely to take calculated risks, to innovate, to step outside your comfort zone. You're not paralyzed by fear of failure, because you know that even if things don't go as planned, it is all part of the journey towards your ultimate success. This mindset also allows you to navigate workplace challenges with grace and resilience. Instead of getting bogged down in office politics or conflicts with colleagues, you are able to maintain a broader perspective. You trust that these challenges are opportunities for growth, for developing new skills, for becoming a better leader. A common concern. Some people worry that if they always expect things to work out, they'll become complacent or unprepared for difficulties, but that is not what this mindset is about at all. Acting as if everything always works out for you does not mean you don't prepare or plan. In fact, it often leads to better preparation because you're approaching challenges from a place of confidence and clarity rather than fear and anxiety. It is like a skilled sailor navigating rough seas. The sailor does not pretend the storm is not happening. They prepare, they use their skills, they stay alert, but they also trust in their ability to navigate through the storm, knowing that calm waters lie ahead. This mindset also has profound implications for your creativity and problem-solving abilities. When you believe that everything always works out for you, you approach problems with curiosity rather than dread. You are more likely to think outside the box, to consider unconventional solutions. It is like the difference between seeing a locked door as an insurmountable obstacle or as an intriguing puzzle to solve. Your mindset determines whether you give up or keep looking for the key. Talk about how this mindset can impact your physical health. The mind-body connection is powerful, and your thoughts and beliefs have a direct impact on your physical well-being. When you believe that everything always works out for you, you are less likely to live in a state of chronic stress. This can lead to lower blood pressure, improved immune function, better sleep, and a host of other health benefits. Moreover, this mindset can help you navigate health challenges more effectively. If you are facing a health issue, approaching it with the belief that everything will work out can help you maintain a positive outlook, adhere to treatment plans, and even positively influence your body's healing processes. Also consider how this mindset can impact your financial life. Money is an area where many people experience a lot of stress and anxiety. But when you approach your finances with the belief that everything always works out for you, you are more likely to make wise decisions, to see opportunities for growth and abundance. This does not mean you'll magically become wealthy overnight, but it does mean you'll approach your financial life with a sense of possibility rather than scarcity. You'll be more open to new opportunities, more willing to invest in yourself and your future. I want to address something important. Acting as if everything always works out for you does not mean you'll never feel negative emotions. Sadness, anger, frustration. These are all part of the human experience. The key is not to get stuck in these emotions, not to let them define your reality. When you experience these feelings, acknowledge them, honor them, but then remind yourself, this too shall pass. Everything always works out for me. This simple shift can help you move through difficult emotions more quickly and return to a state of peace. We near the end of our time together. I want to leave you with a powerful exercise. Tonight, before you go to bed, take a few moments to reflect on your day. But instead of just reviewing what happened, I want you to look for evidence of how things worked out for you. Maybe you had every green light on your way to work. Maybe you had a challenging conversation that led to a breakthrough in a relationship. Maybe you made a mistake that taught you a valuable lesson. Train your mind to look for these moments, to see how the universe is constantly conspiring in your favor. The more you practice this, the more natural it will become, until eventually it is your default way of seeing the world. Remember, my friends, you are not separate from the universe. You are an integral part of it, a unique expression of its infinite creativity and abundance. When you act as if everything always works out for you, you are aligning yourself with the natural flow of life. You are tapping into a power greater than yourself, a power that is always working for your highest good, even when you can't see it or understand it. Go forth from this place with a new perspective, a new way of being in the world. Embrace each day as an adventure, knowing that whatever comes your way is an opportunity for growth, for joy, for living your best life. Act as if everything always works out for you, because in truth it does. It always has, and it always will. Trust in this live from this place of knowing, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. For your willingness to open your minds and hearts to this powerful idea, may you go forth and create lives of joy, abundance, and infinite possibility. Remember, everything always works out for you. Believe it, live it, and watch the magic unfold.